Jack and John's World, and today we are going to be doing a live stream. Now, hopefully, we can get some viewers today, but so for right now, I would like to let you know that we are not going to do it until I see one more person on the live stream. Okay, I'll see you there soon. Hello, welcome back to Jack and John's World, and today we are going to be doing an animal live stream. As you guys can see, here are our red-footed tortoises. So this is one of our females, and then this is our male tortoise back here. This guy right here is the male, and then we got the female right here. We got another female in their house, their heated house right now, so that when it gets colder in the night, they're allowed to come in and enjoy their, just to keep themselves safe and keep them warm, because that's what tortoises need. They need heat to digest their food. That's how tortoises. Now, they don't need a UVB light in there because they come out in the day and get their UVB since we're working on this outside. So today, those guys are just going over there. since we've had these guys for many years, when we were younger, we named them, and so this one right here we named Rocky when we were really young, and then we got Lettuce over here.
Don't cringe by some of their names.
Lettuce.
This is Lettuce, and this is Rocky. So you can see.
And
This is the boy.
Yes.
His name's Rocky, and this is the girl.
And
then we have one more named Queenie because she's the queen.
Well, we just named her that because she has laid the most eggs in the past. So when we were younger, we just thought it would be nice to name her that.
And since Rocky was named like Y at the end, we decided to name her Queenie too. So like it kind of matched. Except Lettuce is probably like the odd one out.
Yeah, we just decided to name them weird names.
Should we rename her to Lettucey?
No, keep her as Lettuce. Joins Classic. Anyway, so we got Queenie in here, which is our other female tortoise, which I don't know if she wants to come out right now, but that's okay. So we're gonna go to our box turtle in a couple of seconds. So the screen's gonna turn black, so don't be confused by that.
Also, real fast, this is their little hut. I think it's pretty cool.
And by the way, this is their little hut. So it's got heat lamps inside.
Yeah.
This has been out here for a couple years.
Okay, wait, they can still hear us, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you hear that barking, that's Toby and Wyatt.
So anyway. This is our box turtle. We rescued her so that she wouldn't die.
Her name is Tara.
Her old name was Dirt for some reason.
Yeah.
But we helped her because we rescued her because this family asked us if we wanted to take it because, well, they know us as really good animal take care of us. And honestly, that doesn't really seem like a word, but it was really weird. They just didn't know how to take care of it. And well, they asked us if we wanted it. They kept it in a 10-gallon tank when they need like 50 gallons to roam around. So we took this. So then we took this old planting bed, since this was perfect, and we just put a metal fence on top so that no like birds can get in and try to snatch them.
Also, if you guys didn't know, this used to be like a little planting area where we would grow foods, but
Our chickens ate it.
but R.I.P. chickens.
Yeah, they died a couple years ago. They were pretty old.
Well, our last chicken died like a few months ago.
Yeah, it did. I was really upset.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got...
Anyways, so we're going to move on to our next animal.
Which is...
Let's just do the fish next.
No, how about bearded dragon?
Okay, fine, bearded dragon. We're doing the bearded dragon next. Okay, so this is Tutu, and this is her little environment. And yeah,
She has just kind of messed it up because she was trying to dig in the box to try to like maybe lay some eggs, and she was just digging in her box because tortoises not tortoises. Lizards like to dig, and
okay, I'm just gonna tell you, she might look like she might be sick, but she's not. She's okay.
she's just.
They're kind of like that though.
I'm gonna take her out. See, she's now very active because she kind of freaks out at first, but then as soon as I hold her for a little bit, she realizes that it's okay.
Yeah, she was probably just sleepy because it's kind of in the morning.
And she doesn't really like being picked up, but it's okay as long as you give her some safety, feeling safe. So as you can see, I just lifted her up a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Tutu. And so yeah.
Okay. Moving on to Sterling. Okay, this is Sterling.
Now, her cage is also a little messed up because she is a kind of a messy eater. She'll just she's very crazy. She's crazy. She'll take all her food and then just she just scatters it around the cage while trying to eat it. She's very food addicted. As you can see, she's trying to bite my finger right now. So, Gillian,
She loves food.
Can you take off the screen? I'm going to go and grab a mealworm real quick.
Oh, you're so cute.
Oh, I forgot to mute it. How can we already be out of super?
I don't know, but we're going live again, so.
How are we already out of super?
Every time I go like this,
Watch. And also, guys, if you have two bearded dragons like we do, do not put them in the exact same enclosure, because if you do, they will end up fighting and dying. And
also, I'm not putting the screen really close to her face. It's kind of just zoomed in.
As you can see, she's trying to bite my finger right now.
She's cut out the edge.
She's food addicted.
So I just put her right
And
here.
also, look. So when you look on the back of their head, it just means if you see these little things poofing up there, well, if we can get a better angle here, Gillian, like over top of her head, you can see a little bit of a dip in it, and that's for a reason. It's called their fat pads.
What is she trying to eat?
She's trying to eat my hand. Here, I'm gonna try to hold her. They're called fat pads, and they tell you if. Wait, actually, are they called fat pads? I do not remember. Anyway, it just tells them if they're really low, then that means they need either more UVB or they need water. And since it's not good to put water in their cage, basically what you do when you want to give them water is take like a little cup, put some water in it, and make sure you use, it's best to use filtered water if you don't have any like good like dechlorinated stuff. And I'll show you in a couple of seconds, but anyway.
Also, look at that eye. It looks so cute.
She is very interesting.
Why is she staring at the screen?
Okay, so we're gonna move on
It's like, what is this?
to our fence lizard tank.
Okay, actually, we're gonna move down to our blue tongue skate.
Yeah.
So,
So blue tongue skinks. This one is probably our largest lizard of them all, and I'm gonna show you how big he is. All right, come here, little guy. Now this guy doesn't really like being held, but he won't bite. So,
but he does scratch you with his claws, but not on purpose. He's just.
his claws are very.
He's very big, actually.
Here we are.
When
I'm gonna
did
try
we
to.
get him?
All right, I'm gonna put him back down. We got him a couple years ago. He obviously doesn't really like being held.
He kind of just likes to roam around.
As you can tell, they have blue tongues. Now, maybe if I can look at him right now, he might stick out his tongue. But as of right now, I don't think he's gonna do it. But we'll show you eventually later in the future in a video where he's eating.
Also, his is on a shelf underneath Tutu's, which is underneath Sterling.
And also
they're all
down
together.
here we have Velcro because he's a very we got Velcro to keep his cage shut.
He's a very smart. He's a boy, right?
It's not just he's smart. He's very strong. He's able to move. He's able to move the glass out, and he's used to escape.
Yeah.
And then we find him somewhere, and that's not good because he needs to stay in his enclosure because you never know, a dog could get him, and that's not good.
Dogs.
So,
Not
well,
dogs.
he only escaped when we had Toby.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then we got Wyatt. So.
Actually, was it Grizzly? I don't know.
If you guys don't know who Grizzly is, he was our old dog that sadly passed away.
A couple of
Maybe a year ago?
yeah, probably a year. Wait, no, 2 years.
2 years. Anyway, so.
Let's go to our fence lizard enclosure.
Sorry, this is gonna be a few seconds. Okay, we are moving over here to the lizards. So we just come over here. And okay. So we have our fence lizards, which okay, just give me a few seconds.
Put it down and then bring it
Okay.
no back.
Wait.
Okay, so we have 9 of them in here. Now, you're probably wondering, where in the world, okay, yeah, I think you guys have already guessed, where in the world did you get these lizards? No, you could not buy them at the pet store. And yes, I caught all 9 of them. Now, honestly, some people do not like taking animals out of the wild, but honestly, to me, this seems better for them, even though keeping them in a cage isn't normally the best thing. But we have a 40-gallon for them, and first off, there's no predators, and they get food every week, which is good. That's about how much you need. We get them giant bags of crickets, and occasionally we will give some mealworms to them. Now, hold up, we're gonna turn off the audio, and then we're just gonna set it down right here, and then you can watch them, and I'm gonna go and grab some crickets real quick. And by the way, whoever's watching, can you please like the video to tell us if you're watching or not?
Hello, it shows that one person is watching. If you are actually watching, can you please like the video?
Because it keeps showing you're going off and then going back on. And then you can you can unlike the video later. We'd just like to know.
Bruh.
Basically, we technically have our very own cricket farm because for some odd reason, the environment in our baby tortoise pen is perfect for crickets. So basically, we have our own auto feeder thing. So I just grabbed one cricket, and don't worry, we're not just gonna feed this to him. We're also gonna go and grab a cockroach.
Ew, Josh.
Don't worry about it. He caught it. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next animal.
So we're gonna move on to the next animal, and well, we're gonna come back once I get the cockroach. So we're gonna get started on going to the next animal, which will be our peeper frogs. But we have a desert background on it. It's because when we first got 3 leopard geckos, basically you cannot keep males together, and we didn't know yet their genders, so we just had them in the same cage. So we had we had 2 10-gallon tanks ready for just anything. So we had only these 10 gallons, and we figured out that they were all males, and that was a mistake. That was a bad, well, not really a mistake, but it was a bad thing, because they'd all fight. So we had to merge. We had to quickly make up this cage. And no, it didn't have the same bedding in here, but we just had the same background. And so yes, we got a paper frog up in the corner there.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, this paper frog that's jumping up, that is Big Mac. Yeah, because he's actually pretty big. Anyway, so we had two really, really small ones. They're so cute and small.
It's because they just came out of their tadpole stage.
Yes. And so they are so cute, and they're somewhere in here. Actually, one somehow jumped out of the cage, but we found him, and it was actually kind of hard because we had to look everywhere.
Actually, I think we got him right up here. Well, let me see. Just keep looking down there, and let me see if we can find him.
So Jack opened the cage.
No,
and
he's
he
not up
jumped
there.
out. Oh, he's not.
So I was looking.
He must be under there.
I was looking for the two others. There's 3 paper frogs in here right now, and paper frogs are not considered desert frogs because they aren't desert frogs. But we have them in here because, well, I haven't decided to change the background because I just needed a cage to set up for them.
Okay.
Now, obviously, we're gonna go and move on to our tadpoles. So you
Okay.
guys can go and see the rest of our.
I'm gonna say one more
tadpoles.
thing. Big Mac, he loves just sitting there. He always is up there. He's just like, I'm just gonna stay here. Thank you.
Normally
Bye.
moving again. They basically start moving again when their environment gets wet again. Well, even though it's still wet in here, they only normally come out when it's kind of like more damp, so like everything's wet. But so right now he'll go and just chill up in the corner, and we're gonna probably feed him today too. So stay tuned for that.
Moving on to the tadpoles. Okay, actually, we're just gonna do the parakeets real fast. Okay, so the green one, that is Pickle. The blue one is Blueberry, and their exposure is
Stacked.
yeah.
We give them a lot of toys because birds, if you do not know, they need to have a lot of toys, which honestly, I think you do know. But the thing that many people do not know about birds is that they need different kinds of perches because if you don't, their feet can get deformed. So you need different textures of perches. As you can see, this one right here that they're sitting on is completely straight. But when you go up here, it's more jagged. So we need
And when
to
you go
have
over here,
many-
this one's a little more straight, but it's not like really, really straight.
because there needs to be different variety to keep their feet healthy.
And that they kind of stand on it sometimes, and that is very like soft. So,
They can go and sleep.
and this right here, this is like
Just
a little
row.
toy, a little toy that they stand
ladder
on.
thing, kind of like that.
They like to stand on it, and
It's time to go to our tadpoles now.
yeah. So, say this is Pickle.
As you could tell, you probably know which one's pickle
Oh my
and which
goodness.
one's blueberry because of their
My fingers
colors.
right here. That is Pickle, and that is Blueberry.
All right, let's get started on the next one.
Bye. Our next one is the tadpoles. So,
Now, honestly, the water was definitely much more cleaner.
yeah, the water was definitely much more clear. I don't know why it's so clear like that, but that's how their nature water is. So,
Yeah, they kind of poop in it, and then that's how it gets all dirty. But it's all right because this. But it's all right
I see
because
one.
it's kind of wet water. So, Joanne, if we go pretty much, I guess you could say underwater. Let's go. So, as you can see, you might be able to see a tadpole right here. You can see right here. So, yeah. Now, since there's nothing really crazy that these guys will do right now, we'll give you an update when more of them become frogs.
there's another version where you could see him right there, but there's also you could see a frog right there.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Claire, our giant frog. While handling frogs, you have to have wet hands. And by the way, I'm gonna go and grab this stuff that you need to use. Anyway, so if you don't see, here is Claire. I'm not gonna touch her because my hands are not wet. but when you do get water, you need to make sure it has this stuff in it, if it's tap water. And just filtered water overall. You need to have the stuff in it in order to handle frogs. And still, it's better not to handle them, but if you need to handle them, make sure to keep them wet at all times.
Yeah. So this is Claire. I think it's like, I'll have to ask Jack. I forgot like the name, but I think it's like a white. Is it a white tree frog?
Yes, it's a white tree frog.
This is a white tree frogs, and they are so cute.
And here it is.
So cute.
Here is the stuff that you need to put in your water. Now, make sure that you only do like, here's just a bottle that's been used. We normally just do bottles when we do this stuff. So basically all you do is based on the bottle size you basically just want to do this and just do like a little squirt, and that should be enough. Do not like make it so it's like a little bit tinted, but not too much. So as you can see, this is probably about as much as you need in order to handle frogs. Okay, so yep, we're gonna go on to the frog. Now, what's actually kind of funny about these frogs is they actually have little butt cheeks. Now, it's kind of funny, but they actually do. So basically, I don't know if we should be showing that, but they actually do. It's kind of funny. So next, we are actually going to be moving on to our crusty gecko named Venus.
How did you forget his name?
Because I haven't seen him for a while. He's actually right in the tube.
It's actually like right next to them, so. Oh, Venus is popping out of his cage. Okay,
So-
this is Venus.
Unfortunately, back in the past, I had one named Jupiter. He was very, very nice. I loved him, and he unfortunately died at the age of like 7. So we got Venus now, and yeah,
He's very cute.
he's a little bit different. So we named him Venus because we wanted to stick to the planet theme. So possibly when he dies in the future, when we get a new one,
We
we're
can
gonna
name him like Mars or something like that.
Yeah. So, next we are going to move on to our dart frogs. So here we are in our dart frog enclosure. Now, as you can see, these are all real plants, and basically, it's good.
Oh wait, I have to
So
back up a little
you're
bit.
not gonna really get to see the dart frogs. Possibly, they might come out.
But there's a lot of plants, so they're kind of hiding in them.
So they might actually come out if I do something. Maybe if I add. Okay, so wait, are these even?
How much do we have in here? Like 3?
Okay.
Do we have 3 in here? We have 3 dart
Now
frogs,
I
right?
think that maybe if I put this in here, which that normally tells them, they might come out. Actually, hold up. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. We actually might feed them. Okay. Just
Isn't
keep
there
showing.
3 in here?
Well, yes, there's 3 of them.
Yes, so there is 3. They might be hiding over here somewhere. Yeah, I'll keep trying to look because I cannot see any of them. Some might be on the other side behind the plants in the tube. Some might be here. They could be anywhere, honestly. They could be behind the plants on the wall. They could be somewhere in our house. Okay, that's actually kind of sad. Okay, so we're about to feed them. And we have been filming this for over 30 minutes, but we're gonna feed them. So these are fruit flies. They're very tiny little flies. Don't mind that. That was Toby.
And you guys are actually gonna be surprised that these are like very much like the cartoon frogs you see, because you might think, oh yeah, normally frogs do just eat them with their mouths, but these ones actually use their tongues to catch their food, which is really like in cartoons. So yeah, we're gonna see if they come out for this.
Okay, well, let's move on to the next animal, and if we catch one, we'll keep checking this when we're doing our little transition to the next animal. We will see, and then we'll record that, okay? So, see you next in the next animal.
And basically, we're gonna do it for the next one. Is our tarantula.
A tarantula? Oh, indoor?
Okay, I do not know where he is right now.
Okay, so.
Now, basically, I have no idea where he is right now.
Oh, he's right there.
Oh, he's really? Oh, no, that's his molt. That's his molt. Okay, actually, I think since we don't know where he is right now, I'm going to stick my hand in there and grab his molt. And maybe I can show you guys and get you an idea on what he is. And yes, I know that that's a molt for 100% sure because they do not flip upside down. And yes, I do know he's alive. I literally just saw him today. Okay, so I'm going to lift off the lid. Hopefully he's not going to escape, which he won't. He actually did escape one time and we found him in a shoe and a hat.
What? I thought he was on a vacuum cleaner.
Nope, he was in a hat. Oh, that was a different tarantula.
Oh.
Now, as you can see, here is his molt. It's interesting. Little thing. So, yeah. This is his molt.
Sorry. I did not mean to pause that and admit that.
That is a molt. Anyway,
Is that a
so
little foot?
these are real bones. These are real bones. This is a jackrabbit bone. And now, we just found these when we were going to the desert one time. We got a skull here, too. Check this one. Anyway, so we don't
have a little pine cone.
We're not, I don't know where he is, and honestly, I'm not afraid to handle him, but I'm just not going to handle him because I don't want to go to the hospital. I mean, I have touched the I have held the most dangerous scorpion in the world.
He actually caught it before. It's a desert hairy scorpion.
Nope, that's not it, Gillian. You're thinking of a different one. I did not. It's called a bark scorpion.
Oh, well.
If you don't know, Gillian does not know as much as me.
Yes, because I know, like, other stuff. I don't know as much reptile as he does.
Well,
I know my, like, birds and
Well, Gillian does know, but she doesn't really know exactly what everything I've done before. She knows I've caught a scorpion, but she doesn't know exactly what species.
Yeah, I'm going to try to learn some lessons with him, so, yeah. Moving on to our leopard geckos. Okay, I'm going to check the dart frog to see if they have come out yet. Oh my gosh, one actually came in. There's a cockroach.
Oh, cockroaches are always coming out in here. This is what I mean by we
Anyway.
need to catch a cockroach.
Oh my gosh, why is it so tall? Why is it standing up?
All right, I'm gonna try to catch. See, there's one right there too.
No, oh, there is.
I'm gonna go.
running away.
I can probably go and catch the cockroach.
No, do not touch that. I hate cockroaches. They're so scary. He's so cute. Okay, so this is our dart frog. Oh, there's another one back there. I think this one was Bob, right?
Well, we don't know exactly.
Yeah, we're just gonna say this one was Bob because I remember it. We named one Bob. So this is our dart frog.
Oh, as you can see, there's a cockroach right there.
Okay, next.
I'm gonna grab it.
Oh my goodness, I hate cockroaches. And I don't like crickets either. I hate crickets and cockroaches. And the thing that's stupid is that I literally live in that stuff. So I get them all over me all the time.
That's not true.
That is.
Get them on you, Julian.
They crawl on me.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Julian,
Crickets do.
well, sometimes.
Okay, oh,
When
sorry.
you're trying to feed them,
This-
freak out.
Is Crawler. Crawler is probably likes me the most because he's actually in my room. So, yeah.
We
But
also
this is
got
Crawler.
Shadow in here too. And I should probably refill their water. What's stupid is we have to do this every day.
Yeah.
We have to refill their water because it kind of does get evaporated.
I'm just gonna tell you we have over 100 animals, which is actually crazy. So this is Crawler. Oh, he keeps following me. Look at him. Hi, Crawler. See? Hi, Crawler. He really wants to say hi. Crawler, have you seen this before? This is our YouTube channel. You want to say hi to the people? Yeah, he's just gonna give you a cute stare. Okay. This is Shadow.
And this is the perfect example on how to use this. This is the perfect example. So basically, we got an Aquafina bottle here. We're gonna take this reptile safe here. And if you do have reptiles, I would suggest you get this. It basically gets rid of all the chlorine that could be in your water. Basically, just a little bit of a squirt, and then you're done.
Yeah. Just like
And then
1
you kind of
second.
shake it. You kind of shake it, and then
to get it all in the water. And then you might have to add a little bit more.
it's time to
Yeah.
drop it.
And now you pour. Oh no, don't get hit. Well, it's actually kind of good that they get hit sometimes because they need to get the water because sometimes it drops on their head and then it goes down their nose and then they get to lick it till they get some water. So they know if it's safe.
As you can see, he's trying to lick it right now.
So you can see him licking right now. Well, he was, but anyway. Crawler is over here. They're looking at. Oh, he didn't lick it.
Okay, he's busy.
Yeah, he just likes to explore, honestly.
Let's go to the next enclosure, known as Shadow. Oh, not Shadow. Sink.
So this is our leopard gecko. His name is actually Wyatt. We got this Wyatt, before we got the dog Wyatt. So we don't really basically say Wyatt. We just say leopard gecko Wyatt, or Wyatt the leopard gecko. We don't really call him like Wyatt. Like we're not always like, oh, you can see him.
This
We're
is
not
definitely
always
our
like
smartest one.
Yeah.
He's also a very, very nice boy. Now, fun fact about them, they only poop in the corners. So if you're going to get a leopard gecko, it's probably your best bet because they only poop, which makes it really easy to pick up their poop. So here I'm going to move this and I'm going to actually handle. See?
You can see them. Yeah.
We're going to clean that up today.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to grab him. He's very, they do bite, but this guy, they're not always going to bite you.
Yeah, they're very friendly. That's only if they feel threatened.
Here we are. He's licking me.
Yeah.
He likes to be handled. And as you can see, you just have to keep him situated. Now he's on my arm. So yeah, he likes to be handled. Like back in the day when I used to come in here and feed him every day, he'd always come out to me and then I'd put my hand out and he'd crawl on my hand. And so he's a very friendly one.
Mm-hmm.
He's very nice. So I'm gonna have to put everything back to where it was because obviously we cannot leave his cage destroyed. Okay, so I'm gonna put this like right
Why
here.
are we about here?
That's
We don't
for my
talk about
TV. For my TV.
Oh, there goes his big tail. Also, leopard geckos have really like thick tails. It's so cute.
And by the way, if their tails fall off, they can regrow them, but they'll look really ugly.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean they're not cute anymore.
Yeah.
Let's
So,
move on to our next creature.
The fish in our house.
Which
we
we
have fish outside too. So yeah. Okay, so here is our big tank. Oh my goodness, you can almost see the reflection of me. So
These are blood parrots.
I'm actually kind of scared because you can almost see the reflection of me. Like you can see my hair. It's kind of sticking up a little bit, but because it's in a messy bun. So. Oh, like you can see the house. Okay. Anyway, so this. Oh, that's Peanut. He's our little war.
He didn't grow that much.
He didn't grow that much.
Yeah. He didn't grow that much, which was really unfortunate. But that's why we named him Peanut. He's still really cute. Now, if you're wondering how big this tank is, it is a 185-gallon tank.
Okay, I'm afraid that's all we can show because the thing is it's showing too much of us in our house and we're not allowed to show that, so I'm afraid that's all we can show. Also, I just want to show like the little habitat there. So,
You would have been able to see some of the tanks over there on the reflection. So, to our next animal.
yeah, so let's move on to our next animal. So we are moving on to our baby tortoises, which are amazingly cute. The ones that actually came from Queenie and Lettuce. So this is our first one. This is Tater Tot.
Now you're wondering why am I holding him on top of this? This is actually our adult tortoise pet. Well, not really adult. Tortoise.
Almost adult.
It's our biggest of our babies. We built this.
Oh, we have Toby here. Hi, Toby.
And here we are with our baby tater tot. Now,
Also,
Toby,
if you don't know where he actually lives over here.
So it is.
Okay.
The
So
humidifier broke down, which we're going to replace soon. So that's why it's kind of here. But we're just. I had to go and missed it. But as you can see, it's
actually he actually kind of lives in a bin because he's not old enough and
not
big
big.
enough.
He's
He's
just
not
not
big
big.
enough to be in the enclosure.
so.
The
Let's
big
go
one.
and show them our other tortoises.
Also, if you guys didn't know, our big tortoises. Well, okay, we'll just call them medium tortoises. The big baby tortoises. The big baby tortoises have a huge thing. We have 4 of them, right?
I guess you could say, but they're not all in the same one.
But they're all not the same one. So the first one is who? Who is this?
Ruby. We got Ruby. Now, obviously he needs to get wet again. He kind of looks dry. So we're gonna go and put him back in, and we're gonna. Luckily, Toby respects our horses.
Yeah. Toby just is interested and wants to come and look at them. Because
Gotta
if you didn't know Toby loves looking at stuff and
So there's
preparing his attack. I'm kidding.
I have we have bottles up here because we can just use those as refillers. So
This is Toby. He's so cute. He's a Dalmatian, and he is actually 2. So I think, right? He's 2, right?
yeah, I think so. So just show them Toby, our tortoise.
Or Toby. Yeah, we have a Wyatt and Toby. So I think this one is Toby. So this one's Toby. He is a big tortoise. Why do I call him Torty? I don't know. But yeah, so that's the big tortoise. Over here we have our miniature big tortoises. So this is the. Can you come out? Okay, so we have Bolt and Nut in here. I'm pretty sure that is Nut. No, that has to be Bolt. Oh, we have to look for the small one. Yeah, that's probably Nut. Bolt is over there. Yeah, that has to be Nut. That's Nut, isn't that? That is Nut, isn't that?
Oh yeah, wait, their water just needs to be refilled.
We always look for the tiny one because Bolt and that Nut was so cute and tiny. Also, look, we have a fake turtle up here.
Which that is a red-eared slider.
Yeah, it's fake because we actually got it at PetSmart or Petco. He needs to drink.
Oh, don't be foolish. Dang it, why do they always climb over it?
I know. They like being pulled on too. So yeah, that is our little setup. They have a really big enclosure. Don't mind this. This is all the stuff that they need. And then we have a water bottle. Yeah. So yeah, this is a bunch of stuff. So yeah.
But that's not all of our animals near enough. That's not all of them.
So we have a pond outside, but we are not going to show it because, well,
It's just, they're not normally out.
yeah, they're not out. It just looks
They
like
are out, but they are out, but they're also little gray minnows, so you're not gonna be able to really see them.
yeah.
so
So
we're not
we're
gonna.
not gonna show that because you can't see them. I'm not even lying. We have a little tiny goldfish, but I can't even see them. I don't see anything.
They're
in there.
hiding right now.
But-
'Cause they're just hiding.
I'm just gonna show you this. This is their.
And if you're wondering what this dog gate is, it's because Wyatt and Toby would try to drink out of it. And they keep also moving it, so I put this heavy piece of wood on top so that they can't.
It's not that big, but I can't really see it. Yeah. And then let's move on to Toby and Wyatt. Sorry. Toby, come here. Wyatt, can you come here and be a good boy? Wyatt, sit. Wyatt, can you sit? Can you sit, Wyatt? Can you sit? Wyatt,
Wyatt's
can you
not
sit?
sitting.
Wyatt, come
Maybe
here.
Toby will sit. Toby sit. Toby sit.
Yeah, I got Wyatt to sit. Wyatt. This is Wyatt, our cute little handsome baby, and then who tried to just steal a bottle. And this is Toby. So yeah,
They
I
like
hope you
bottles.
guys like this video, and we will see you in the next video. So
Which will actually be we're not done with our animals.
yeah,
Let's go and show them our final animal.
what? Let's go. What else?
I'll show you. Let's go.
Okay, I actually have no idea what animal it is because I can't remember. We have so many animals. I'm trying to remember. My friends are always like, hey, how many animals do we have? And I'm like, oh yeah, over 100. And they're like, okay, name me all of them. And I was like, I can't remember all of them. I mean, if I was in the house, then I'd be like, yeah, I know them. But, you know. So let's move on to the last animal that Jack told me was here. What is this, Jack?
it. I'm holding it right now.
Oh my goodness, Jack.
It is a Minecraft frog.
It's a Minecraft frog. It's super cute. It's can't really show the back.
It's Frog Junior.
It's Frog Junior. So
Yeah, bye.
yeah. Bye.